Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in the Ultimate Base 2.0. In the previous episode we made substantial progress on the second and third planetoid in order to wrap things up over there. Right now I'm still drywalling up the new base in Growista, and I also expanded the transit tube system so we have easy access to the materials. I also just realized that we are actually done shipping the materials, so I closed off the contraption. I'm still gonna leave things there in case we ever need to access it. Right now we're still finishing the piping system in order to eventually pump up the water into our room. There's actually an interesting error I get since a couple of updates ago. You can see here at the bottom the blueprint gets duplicated for some reason. Well, let's see, what is Marie doing? Yeah, she has some materials here on the floor as well. That's good. I want to finish the piping system as soon as possible because the water is slowly but surely heating up and I would like to pump it up before it reaches below 10 degrees or so. That would be phenomenal. So if we can finish this in 1 or 2 cycles, that would be great. Another thing I needed to check is... oh, this is not good. We have some gold accumulating over 2,500 kilograms. Yeah, this contraption here could still bite us in the butt, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. This has to work before we actually leave. But let's take care of things one after another. Also on Smeliol, we are actually done flattening out the bottom, which means we soon can pump out the liquids. At the moment, Otto is wrapping up the last few remaining materials. Wow, what an incredible journey for Otto. He is practically done. I guess we still have to do the solar panels. I should have some glass by now. No, actually, it still didn't get delivered. Yeah, there it is sitting all alone in the storage container. Let's ship it over. Wonderful. There it is incoming. I feel like we have a really good thing going on at the moment with this base. Anyways, let's get started with this. We want solar panels as of this point, and we want them to stretch across the entire map. So another one, then I will probably have to move the ladder if I want to keep this convenient. The question is, will I ever need access to the surface with R2? Probably not. There's still the liquid sulfur geyser that we have to do. Maybe it actually makes sense to keep the power spine upwards. Also on this planetoid we might want to expand on our tube system. So we do something like that, set up another transit tube system here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some plastic to make this work. That means we actually have to wait a little bit. I'm gonna send over 5 tons, but at the moment we are not producing plastic because Otto had something else to do. We need to wait for him to finish everything else before the petroleum production kicks in. In the meantime, Marie is eagerly using the transit tubes in order to gather up the materials for all the pipes and everything. I also already started to build some of the piping that I'm eventually gonna use in order to cool down the rat bolt collectors. And yeah, this thing is actually already closed off. No, there's one more block that I would like to build, but other than that we can get the system going. Now let me see. Yeah, there's still some pipes that are gonna heat up the water. I wanna have it all insulated before I start pumping things up. One more thing I need to check. Do I still have storages here for... ah, look at that. That is actually full, which is a huge problem. Is this sweep only? Ooh, intriguing. Okay, let's not make that sweep only. Keep it at priority 6. We want to store ice in there. Copy the settings over a couple of times. This way we're going to collect all the ice, which eventually is going to melt. This means I can just as well dig up the few remaining ice pieces that we have here and then bring the ice back. We still need storage bins for all the other liquefiable materials. So maybe, just maybe, I can set up a couple of them here. Yeah, why not? Let's set up 2 storage bins here. And in here we're gonna keep the rest of the liquefiable materials. Ren is actually already taking care of that. Thank you very much. What do we have in that department? Liquefiable. So brine can go in here. Carbon dioxide we don't need. Solid crude oil, I hope I don't have that. But polluted ice, and that is good. Actually, the snow we could keep in these. So snow here as well. This way we don't have too many accidents and I don't always have to mop up the bottom of the base here. You know, since this is still taking a couple of cycles, I'm gonna change my strategy slightly. I'm gonna cut this off here and then we're gonna keep digging into the ice over there. Oh, But check this out, we actually have so much liquefiable ice. This is incredible. Yeah, I need more storages. What do I have in here? Like the slime and everything. Ooh, we're actually running out of that. And also polluted dirt, I have much more than I can store. I could add a second level of storage bins. Why the heck not? Get rid of these background buildings, set up a tile, easy peasy. Actually, for this to be really effective, the storages need to be below the water, but maybe we can exchange the ice storages with the upper row. So all of the ice and snow are now going to be stored here. I think I might want to move the pump over slightly. Let's get rid of these two storages. Then one storage I'm going to reserve for the slime only. So in here we keep slime, and the rest of the storages are going to be polluted dirt storages. In the meantime, on Growista, I think we're finishing up the pipes. Yeah, we're actually done. Oh my gosh, this is great. I want to finish the last remaining pipes here too, because it is really hot. Okay then, the first few packets are a little bit hot, but it's just, you know, a couple of kilograms. We shouldn't run into too many issues. And only the water should make it to the top. Oh no, this already gets overheat damage. I could build one out of gold. I think that might be the better solution. Oh man. Okay, trying this again. Now we can go up to 125 degrees, which seems to be possible. And the water is coming out here at around 10 degrees. Okay, we just have to live with that. Should be cold enough, but it is automatically gonna be the cooling system for the base. And there it is, water incoming, going through the reservoirs and then inside of the room. Now I just realized that with the plate here, we're also going to cool down the oxygen production room. Yeah, we might want to solve this differently. If we go out here, it's not gonna be as dramatic. That means we want to move over there with the cabling as well. And that also means we want to get rid of those cables. Yeah, they're completely unnecessary now. Ah, nice. We're already filling up the bathroom loop here. That is going to give us some more time to fix the problem we just caused. How the heck did brine make it through the filter? I don't understand. The problem is Marie cannot extract the pipes, so I'm gonna have to get rid of these. We have some water dripping down. It's not a problem as long as I can still mop it up, and we have to make our way in here anyways in order to pick up some materials. In the meantime, Otto is creating some more petroleum, which is wonderful. That probably also means, yeah, we have more than 5 tons. Great stuff. We're gonna send that over to Otto and he will be able to complete his transit tube system. Then here I just fix this room, fill up this room with water, and that will be another step completed. On Growista, it actually occurred to me that we could build a transit tube access point here on the top and then completely wall this off with solar panels. However, that means I need to move these guys up a little bit. I think we can get by just taking a couple of these solar panels apart. We're then gonna bring the transit tube all the way upstairs and set up a access point in this place. So you go right there, and we should also be able to continue the cabling without issues. Another thing I need to be wary about is where to lead the conveyor rails, because they are shipping items hotter than the melting point of the transit tubes. I would have preferred to just lead it through the transit tubes, but it is too risky. So I think what we have to do is just lead the rails through insulated piping. We can come up here, I guess. And then we continue on this side, and at the same time we build the insulated tiles. So all of this is going to be insulated. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but if we bridge over here, we shouldn't leak any heat. However, this is also preventing me from getting through, but we could get rid of these 2 tiles here. Oh crap, our liquid reservoir is actually full here at the main base, which means my cooling loop isn't moving anymore. Oh no, this is a huge problem. I noticed it too late. We have to pump out a couple of pockets here. Oh wait, I shouldn't do it here, otherwise it's gonna off-gas. Also, all of the stuff is backed up. People cannot actually use the toilets any— oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. We need to hook this up again here, and then things should at least be moving. And let's see, if I build a pipe here, I should be able to quickly pump out some of the polluted water pockets to get that loop going. Okay, get these guys out of there. And things are moving, not necessarily. Okay, now this thing can actually do its magic again. Wonderful. Let's get rid of the pipes as well. And that's another procedure completed. For Otto, we're gonna keep on expanding the transit tube system, so he will also be able to access the surface of the planetoid on top of the solar panels. Whoop, almost forgot about Marie. We need to continue the transit tube system here, go all the way up to there. And then I guess we start rebuilding all of the wiring. Yeah, this needs to go one layer up. Actually, we might want to build it 2 layers up for ease of access. Yeah, I think that might be a wise decision. So this is going to be the level of the solar panels. Marie already now seems to prefer this toilet over the other one. I guess we can start taking things apart. Right now I'm still using the exit pipe in order to actually pump in the water, which is still going to take a couple of cycles. I might just want to go ahead and disable the laboratory for now. I don't really want any accident right now. At this point we can also go ahead and plan out the permanent location of the interplanetary launcher. I would like to keep this here at the bottom a little bit and just shoot through the solar panels. So maybe one thing we need to figure out is how much clearance do we need on the top so it can still do its shooting. I'm just gonna place a tile right there to check if the entire contraption needs to be in the clear. I mean, it really looks as though it only requires this tile. Launch pad blocked. No, unfortunately the entire contraption needs to be in the clear. Okay, that means we can go down at this point. This is not really optimal, but it might be necessary. Let me get rid of this generator here. Okay, if we go ahead and do it right here, we can expand this. Let's make a more permanent floor out of insulated tiles. Good. With this new placement, all we have to do is place one rat bolt deflector. Yeah, I guess we're gonna build it as close as possible to the shuttle, which seems to be this spot. And then we can go ahead, queue up a bunch of rat bolt generators. Up here it's not gonna be that great, but yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Take all of these apart. We don't need that, that, or that, or that, or that anymore. We're cleaning up, guys. That means also the railing system is gonna be much better. I'm just gonna lead it through here, insulated tiles, and that's basically it. The materials are gonna go directly into the interplanetary launcher. So I guess once I build the new system, all of this railing here towards the top can go as well. Everything is gonna be much cleaner after that. As I was editing the video, Marie made some substantial progress, as you can see. I also decided to rearrange the module here a little bit for the rat bolt collection. In order to keep the collectors cool, I want to fill this up with hydrogen. I also already prepared the cooling loop that is gonna come from one of my aqua tuners. We're also cooling down the conveyor loader I'm placing here. The thing is just we're now going to need a liquid in order to make this work, and I would prefer not to go with water. What do we have here? There's some polluted water, not good. Yeah, we probably should go with brine. Let's go ahead and set up a pitcher pump, maybe here. Oh, actually that's too far away. I'm gonna do it on the other side. We can still pick up some salt water or brine even. Oh, looks like we actually completely filled up the water reservoir, including the 2 physical ones here. This means we don't really have to pump up the water anymore. This pipe is eventually gonna disappear, so I guess for now we're just gonna connect it to this pipe and let it drain out. Yeah, this also means we do not necessarily need these connections anymore. We don't need these pipes. They can actually go straight into the bathroom. So as of this point, the bathroom loop is closed. It's gonna continue along here, going up, resupplying the facilities. Okay, now give me some salt water or brine. Anything is gonna be good. There we go. We only really need a little bit of it. So I'm just gonna stop this. And oh no, we ended up with water in this spot. That is bad. Let me mop everything up and try this again. Another thing I prepared is actually sending over some more berry sludge, and I believe we didn't send it just yet. Why the heck not? Of course, I have to check the destination here. And we don't quite have enough material in there. Let me also send over some seeds, maybe. No, actually not seeds. It's industrial ingredient. We wanted to send over some reed fiber. Wonderful. Berry sludge and some reed fiber. So that will be taken care of on this planetoid as well. There we go. Everything mopped up except this little piece of liquid here. We're gonna deconstruct everything, enclose the room and pump out the gases. After that, I would like to filter out the hydrogen I'm getting from here and fill up this room, at least to some extent. So I'm just gonna grab a gas filter for that purpose. Get in here, get out there, get over yonder. And let's see, we also have power, so that was fairly easy. Another thing we can already do is set up the rat bolt generators here. Okay, we're gonna sort out hydrogen, then I just have to finish the rat bolt generators. Let's maybe speed this up even more. Please build that, and then we can close it off. Come on, just one to go, thank you, and also do this really quickly. And then, hopefully, everything will go well. These guys still need to point into the right direction, so downwards. I don't really want to start the transition from this module to this one over here until we are completely done. So I'm going to do this at the beginning of the next episode and take everything else apart. However, what we can do is get the machinery going. All I have to do is finish the piping system for the future cooling loop here. So we're just essentially using this loop here in order to take a huge detour and cool down all of that stuff. And this needs to happen quite soon. So let me see, there are actually a couple of pipes we don't really need anymore. All of these in particular. There are just a few more pipes to go. Marie is incredibly slow at the moment because of the sunburn. This is like one of the most annoying debuffs ever. Even traveling with the transit tubes gets interrupted, as you can see. This is so insane. Just as a little side note, I ended up destroying the block that was right here, and I used the cheat menu to do so. I was unsure about something and I wanted to do some testing. As a punishment for that deed, I deleted most of the gold that we had sitting around here. And I want to figure out the best way how we can solve this accumulation problem in the future. So I'm gonna have to make my way back here and somehow restructure this. But right now, getting the cooling loop going is going to be the last deed for today's episode, so that we can get this sorted. At the moment, the rat bolt generators are of course heating up. Oh, wait, did I just miss? Yeah, of course, the Interplanetary launcher at the moment is empty, and therefore the rat bolts are just continuing. Yeah, I guess theoretically we should just go ahead and hook it up to our system like this, at least for now. Obviously the rails on the top are eventually going to disappear. Wonderful. Looks like we're actually almost completely done with the piping. There's just one to go. No, actually two to go. Thank you, Marie. Okay, let's restructure this loop. How do we want to do this? We are going over like so. Then we will be traveling down and over, up, 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 until we get to this point. Then we want to move over. We go cool down something here. We continue, cool down some more here, and then we go back like so. Come back again, go up here into the loop like so. Actually, maybe let me leave out the second reservoir, so we're just using the liquid of the first reservoir here. But yeah, this is now taking care of our rat bolt solution, so we will never really have to check for that anymore. We just have to make sure we get enough power in the joint. Therefore, I also need to keep on building my solar panels here. We're also almost done with the railing system here. That is good news, I believe. Yeah, I think we can start to hook it up, which means we are not gonna need this line any longer. All of this can actually go. And actually, thinking about it, we might want to move this on the top. Yeah, I think that's gonna make more sense. No, hold on. I almost forgot. That doesn't make more sense. No. We can't do that. We're gonna go up here, over there, and there. So all of this can actually remain. And then we want to bridge wherever we have a transit tube. And we're then gonna use igneous rock in order to wrap everything up. Ah, nice. Everything starts to melt at this point. This is good. I won't have to dig this apart. And I'm sure you've already seen it. I basically moved the rocket platform at this point. Let's see, we are not gonna need those cables any longer. I'm gonna keep that transit tube access point for a while, but eventually I would like to replace everything here with solar panels, and the only access point we really need is the platform or this transit tube access point. Oh, that is something we actually need to complete. But yeah, everything else we should now be able to take our sweet time. We have the cooling loop here. Actually, is this being effective? Yeah, we do lose some temperature here. Oh my gosh, this is actually really effective. So wrap bolt generation, no problem at all at this point. So I think the next important thing is that we get the launcher going again. All I need for that is really an intact rail. And then you might already have guessed I'm gonna leave the transit tube on the top here, remove the lower part. Great stuff, really looking forward to Move Marie the next episode. We're then gonna spend the rest of the time cleaning a few things up, but I think she is gonna do absolutely phenomenal. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of off-camera work in order to wrap things up, and then we should be able to take care of the last remaining projects. For instance, maybe we want to tap into the saltwater geyser. I highly doubt it though at the moment. Marie's still gonna spend 100 or so cycles at least in this base in order to do the rest of the chores. But I have to say, things are looking great. So with that out of the way, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.